National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams...
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short game. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Crazy. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, 2nd in the league in passing a season ago.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. At least close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now, Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and their receiver, Jaden Reed, getting set for their next drive. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Slot man in motion left. This one up top for Dobbs. And the Lions will take over possession here at the 44.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
He'll go play action with Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
On first down, it's Love. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd down, 3 to go. On play action, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. To throw is Love. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Green Bay. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Along the sideline, Williams pulls it in. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, Peoples-Jones. On 2nd down, Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Pass complete. It is St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first and 10, here's Love. He'll tuck it and take off. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Throwing on second down, Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A good play action with Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Love to throw it on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start things out with an NFC matchup down in the Southwest as Chicago is in town to take on Arizona. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Goff to throw on 1st down. It's caught by the tight end Laporta. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. The motion man here is Mitchell. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Gibbs with a 1st down and more. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course, we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains. But he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Goff. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's Gibbs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Running is Jacobs. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
To the 5-yard line. Now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Dillon. And he will score. Game on. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Packers will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I got to see this guy up close and personal last year in the NFC Championship. And let me tell you, Jahmyr Gibbs is a flat-out playmaker. It's his ability not only on the ground as a traditional running back, but when they get the ball in his hands as a receiver, he can take every single play the distance.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they move the chains on 3rd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. A throw on the move is caught. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.